Hi, thanks for being in a new video. This time I have the Galaxy M54 with me, and I'm going to tell you what I liked most and least about it after testing it in case you're considering buying it. So as always, let me tell you, don't buy the Galaxy M54 without watching this video. Let's consider its launch price in Mexico, which has been 9,999 pesos. Although in fact at present its price has already dropped considerably, but as always we are going to base ourselves on the launch price to be able to make a fair review with respect to its competitors. Remember that the full review is also available in case you want to know all the details about this device. Let's start with what I like the most. It has Gorilla Glass 5. That gives a good level of resistance to the screen in case you happen to drop it, although obviously not that it will never break, but at least it gives you a little more security. It has a 9-band equalizer available for audio. It also has good Bluetooth audio codecs. Capturing pictures is quite fast, and in fact overall the camera performs quite well. The front camera gives you good results at night. It takes very good portrait pictures. The 108 megapixel camera, if you get to take advantage of it very well in the level of detail in manual mode. It also takes good backlit pictures, both with the main and ultra wide. At night it is also capable of taking pictures in good lighting and even lets you apply 2x zoom at night. It also allows you to take panoramic photos using the ultra-wide camera. This is something that few manufacturers allow, as most only allow you to take these panoramic photos with the main camera. But the fact that it lets you use the ultra-wide camera as well gives you pictures with lots and lots of space. It also takes good portrait pictures, detecting the foreground and background well, even without having a special camera to detect depth. It also gives good quality backlit video recording. That's a rare thing to find in devices of this price. That's why it gets to stand out. The main camera, if you can record video in 4K at 30 frames per second, although at night it may drop to about 26 frames per second, depending if it is too dark to try to better illuminate the result. But definitely that the quality is good. It also has good stabilization and good lighting. It gives you 3 years of software updates and 4 years of security patches, although other Samsung A-series devices give you an even better policy. But compared to what other brands offer you, in general, there is not someone who offers you something much better for this same price. It has a fairly advanced software that has features like floating windows, edge panels, and a host of other tools that you can enjoy. Although that also results in the system using a lot of internal storage space. It has a partnership with McAfee to give you security against malware, although this is disabled at the factory. Only if you need it, you can log in to activate it at no extra cost. It has a huge 6,000 mAh battery that in my test performed very well. In addition, it has an ultra power saving mode that can help you in emergencies. Samsung has one of the most complete ecosystems with many devices to coexist with your mobile device and also handles video editing well in 4K. But of course, I didn't like everything. Let me tell you now what not its distribution will be exclusively online. That is, you will not find it officially in physical stores. If you get to find it officially in any physical store that is not a Samsung store, it is likely to be a reseller. And you have to be careful because the Samsung Mexico warranty will not be valid. The same applies in many other countries. Its side fingerprint reader only supports 3 registrations. All other non-Samsung devices support 5 enrollments, so you are a bit more limited in this aspect. If you like to register other trusted people as well, you are not going to be able to have many registrations created. The charger is sold separately. That's something we're getting used to seeing from Samsung, but it's still something unacceptable that bothers us a lot. No headphone jack. This is possibly one of the strongest absences because in the price range, you will find many options that have this ability to connect headphones via cable. Its proximity sensor is virtual. You know that this sensor is used when making calls to turn off the screen or even when you go to listen to some WhatsApp audio. And virtual sensors sometimes generate inconsistencies and not very pleasant operation. The ultra-wide camera may have a bit of distortion and chromatic aberration at the edges, although this is already getting a little bit picky, but I guess we are not talking about such an inexpensive device either, so we can mention it. Although it has 10x digital zoom, it doesn't really seem to take advantage of the 108 megapixels of its sensor. The third camera it has, the truth is that it is useless. It is a macro camera that serves no purpose. That is, it does let you take pictures from up close, but if you take a picture a little further away by zooming in with the main camera, you will get a much better result. That's why the macro camera is useless to me. If you shoot video in 4K, it has no stabilization. The stabilization will only appear when you record in full HD. It does not have stereo sound, it only has a speaker. This is also one of its weakest points because in the price range, most competitors are already starting to offer stereo sound, and there are even other cheaper devices, for example from Motorola, that do have stereo sound. So if your priority is sound, I think this device is not going to satisfy your needs. And if you want it for gaming, the truth is that it is below many competitors. But if you already bought it, let me know your experience in the comments. Because remember that if there are other people who are also interested in buying it, they will read your comments, and based on them, they will make their decision. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, you know you can let me know, and we'll see you next time.